There is a variety of settings where the work of young women can be accomplished, where principles of the gospel can be taught, and young women can learn to apply the principles to daily living. These include Sunday spiritual instruction, personal progress, midweek activities, and other young women events. The Sunday meetings and classes provide opportunity to teach gospel principles and bear testimony in the environment of the church and on the Sabbath day. This is a time when young women can develop feelings of sisterhood. Opening exercises help set the tone and provide a time for young women to practice leadership skills.
Welcome to Young Women, everyone. I was reading in my scriptures last night, and I was thinking about the service project we had at Grandpa Gunderson's, and I came across this scripture. It's in 4th Nephi, verse 16. It says, "And surely there could not be a happier people among all the people who had been created by the hand of God."
I remember when Lehi was traveling in the desert with his family, and one morning he came out of his tent door and found something in the doorway.
Class instruction is a time when young women learn how the gospel of Jesus Christ gives meaning and direction to their lives. It also provides a time when they can reason together and reinforce each other in living gospel principles. Lesson preparation time is critical to the effectiveness of spiritual instruction. The scriptures, age group manuals, church magazines, and other approved materials are available to assist leaders in teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. To those seeking to be spiritually prepared, the Lord will give promptings about things that will touch the lives of His daughters. When followed, the leaders will teach by the Spirit, the girls will receive, and the Spirit will bear witness. The spiritual progress of each young woman is the most important aspect of personal progress. It's a vital part of the Young Women program and has been carefully designed to help young women apply gospel principles in their lives.
And I'd like to introduce you to your advisor, Sister Carter, and she can tell you a little bit more about the Beehive program.
Elizabeth, I'm so excited to have you in my class. And Brother and Sister Butler, as you know, the purpose of the Young Women is to strengthen the testimonies.
Through personal progress, young women increase their gospel knowledge, develop personal habits of prayer and scripture study. They are preparing to proclaim the gospel and help perfect the saints according to the mission of the church.
The top of the blinds here.
What a change.
Okay. Final project. And I changed the couch and the curtain.
Personal progress fosters trusting relationships and gives young women and their leaders meaningful things to share and talk about. It provides opportunities for leaders to encourage, commend, and recognize young women as they progress. The responsibilities and projects provide experience in living gospel principles.
Providing babysitting free of charge sounds like a good idea, but I don't really know how to go about it.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Maybe we could talk to the Relief Society president and see if she's got an idea about somebody who could really use some extra help.
Yeah.
We'd like to congratulate you.
Personal progress helps young women evaluate their own progress in life and receive encouragement from their leaders. It helps prepare them to make and keep sacred covenants in the temple of the Lord. As young women progress through the program, personal progress provides frequent recognition that helps them appreciate their true identity as daughters of God in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Young women activities provide for happy, youthful experiences, and when planned with a purpose, they can help young women learn and live the young women values, which prepare them to receive eternal blessings and help them be involved in proclaiming the gospel, perfecting the saints, and redeeming the dead. Youth have more than enough opportunities to participate in entertainment of the world. They hunger for things of the Spirit. Activities planned with a purpose can help meet this need. Talents, skills, and testimonies can be developed as young women learn the joy of sharing their lives with others. Every activity should be carefully planned, asking, what do we want to have happen in the lives of our youth? Will it move them closer or further away from the making and keeping of sacred covenants? During midweek activities, caring relationships can be built as leaders counsel with individuals and encourage their personal progress. Bonds of sisterhood grow as young women cheer each other on. Midweek activities provide a time for young men and young women to learn to work together and appreciate each other's strengths and differences. They can share meaningful experiences by talking about things that matter most in their lives. Friendships can be made in a wholesome atmosphere where the Spirit of the Lord can be felt. They can provide an opportunity for youth to reach out to their friends of other faiths and invite them to participate. New Beginnings is an event held at the beginning of the calendar year for the young women and their parents, as well as priesthood and young women leaders.
Welcome to New Beginnings. We'd especially like to welcome our parents and members of the bishopric who are with us tonight. New Beginnings is the time when we share with you.
This event is designed to help young women and their parents understand what the Young Women program has to offer and how it will help meet the needs of young women as they plan for and anticipate the events of the coming year.
She is one of the hardest workers I've ever seen in my life. She tries to help everyone all the time. Her biggest problem is she never knows when to say no.
4 words describe Elizabeth: happy, enthusiastic, thoughtful, and loving.
I chose good works for the value for my laurel.
It provides an opportunity for young women and parents to express love and appreciation for each other, to motivate the young women to participate in personal progress experiences and projects, and to acknowledge the accomplishments of young women.
I'd like to remind you to start thinking about young women in excellence. So choose a value and start planning your experience or project.
New Beginnings marks the start of the activities for the coming year and helps build anticipation and enthusiasm. It encourages cooperation from the parents as they see the opportunities available for their daughters. Young Women in Excellence is an event where the young women present projects focusing on the young women values. It gives young women the opportunity to share with others the personal growth made throughout the year. It's a time of recognition and rejoicing in the progress of the classes and individuals. There are other types of young women activities and events that also provide opportunities for young women to have fun and grow spiritually. Camp can be an ideal setting to help young women experience the young women values and build caring relationships. Other opportunities can be found in standards events, bishops' discussions, Sunday evening firesides, youth conferences, service projects, sports and cultural events. All can enrich the lives of the young women when activities are planned with a purpose.
As a mother, I am so deeply grateful for the programs that my daughters are involved in. I have a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. And for one thing, I have not been a very faithful journal keeper. And both my daughters, because of Young Women, now keep journals very faithfully as they constantly remind me, when's the last time, Mom, you wrote in yours? They are both scripture readers. It doesn't matter how late it is. I can go upstairs and find that both little girls are looking in their scriptures because they have made a commitment to do so in the Young Women program.
If I know that my daughter is going to be involved in activities that have a purpose to them, then I'm going to make every possible effort that I can to be sure that my daughter is there. Because I find being a parent quite a challenge sometimes. And if I can receive that sort of support, that sort of help from from the church and from the youth program within the church, then I'm going to take every possible advantage of it.
Please stop the tape and discuss what you have learned about settings for the work of young women, including Sunday spiritual instruction, personal progress, midweek activities, and young women events. How will you apply what you have learned? When you are ready to continue, start the tape.